welcome to my channel on the best of fantasy. These are the weeks that were, are, and shall be. I want to tell you first of all about an epic paperback giveaway. A bunch of us indie authors have gotten together, and this was actually organized by the author Luke Schultz, but there are 12 of us in all, and each of us will be giving away 3 copies of our book, and in my case it's going to be The Way of Adan, and 11 other books. And all you need to do to win 12 books by some wonderful indie authors is to enter this giveaway. There is a link in the description for you to just click on, and I think it involves just following the various authors and subscribing to their newsletters or something of that nature, but it'll be all explained when you click on the link and you win these. And you're not obligated to stay, by the way, either. So you just basically you follow these authors and you enter the contest, and you have a chance to win 12 free books. There will be 3 winners who will win. Each one will win all 12 books. So there it is. If you want to get into some great indie fantasy, what better way than to get a bunch of free physical books, right? These are not ebooks. These are the actual paperback physical books. So yeah, I think that's a fantastic opportunity. So yeah, and good luck to all of you who enter. Another thing I want to tell you about, well, the special edition of The Way of Adan is arriving in people's homes, and I could not be more excited about this. I just love seeing people showing off pictures of the book, and it seems that people are loving it. So to judge by the reactions I'm seeing on social media and elsewhere, there was even an unboxing video already by Sam Harrison. Just wonderful to see the look in his eyes and opening the beautiful package from the Broken Binding. The Broken Binding just does a phenomenal job with these special editions, and I could not be happier. I could not feel more fortunate to have been in this collaboration with them, and with the wonderful job done by Patrick Leo as well, doing in the art direction, and the fantastic work done by the artists themselves, starting with that gorgeous cover and color interior art by Renee Agner and Peng Lu's black and white art as well, and just the Kay Cromwell's wonderful design on the cloth cover of the hardback itself. Yeah, it's just could not be happier, and I can't wait to get my own copy, which I don't have yet because I think the people getting it are all in the UK at the moment, because the Broken Binding is based in the UK, so that makes sense that the people who ordered it over there would be getting it first. But hopefully soon I'll have my own copy, and I will of course be shouting when I get that. But yeah, I'm delighted. And to celebrate this release of the special edition of The Way of Adan by the Broken Binding, I have decided to put the ebooks of all 3 books in the Adan trilogy on sale for 99 cents each, and also 99 pence over in the UK. The 2 markets that Amazon allows me to offer this sale price for are in the United States and the United Kingdom. However, every time these sales happen, I'm told by people in other countries that they're able to take advantage of the sale price as well. So that's something to keep in mind. But yes, all 3 books in the Adan trilogy, the ebooks that is, will be 99 cents from 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time on January 26th. That is tomorrow from the day I publish this video. So 8 a.m. on the 26th of January, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, until midnight on January 31st Eastern Time. So yes, you got 5 days and some change to take advantage of the sale. But each book will be 99 cents or 99 pence for the duration of that sale from the 26th until the 31st. So yay, let's celebrate the release. Yeah, I just couldn't be more thrilled about this special edition, and I can't wait to get to work on The Prophet of Adan. But in the meantime, we're doing some cool stuff here on the channel. I had a wonderful time talking with Vera for Dear Dr. Fantasy. What a wonderful conversation, and there's just so much fun and depth in many of my guests, and that was certainly the case for Vera. I think she said some really beautiful things about some of the books that have inspired her and moved her in her life. Just love hearing people's insights and how inspired they are, how these books give them a sense of clarity and purpose to help them feel meaning in their lives, these stories, to help them understand that they can craft meaning, that they can seek meaning in their lives. And it just was such a wonderful, and at times I felt profound and beautiful conversation. So I hope you will check out that episode of Dear Dr. Fantasy with Vera. And there are, of course, more episodes of Dear Dr. Fantasy to come. I'm very excited about my next guest that I have lined up. And I'm going to continue on this DDF thing until I have at least 300 episodes. That is my goal. So, let's see. What have I been reading? Well, I did finish, I think I may have mentioned this before, but I finished Mushroom Blues. This is one of the finalists for Spiff Box for SPFBO 10, the self-published blog-off contest founded by Mark Lawrence to shine a light on indie fantasy, self-published fantasy. And yeah, I'm going to release a review with my score. I'm obligated to give a score to this because I'm a judge for Spiff Box. So I will be releasing a review. I don't want to say too much, but I really did enjoy myself in Mushroom Blues. And I can't wait to tell you about it. It is fungal punk noir is what Adrian Gibson, the author, refers to it as. And I love that too. It's a pretty apt description of what you get in here. Fungal punk noir. So I'll be talking about it though in a dedicated review, and I hope some of you will tune into that. And I am actually just finishing, just barely finished, and I'm in a very good mood because of it. Not this entire thing. This is the collected, complete Earthsea series by Ursula Le Guin, and I had already read the first 4 books in the Earthsea series, the first 4 novels, and loved them. I grew up with them, and I had never followed up by reading the little short stories or novellas that are part of Tales from Earthsea, and also the 5th novel in the series, which is I'm blanking on the 5th novel. The Other Wind. Yes, there we go. The Other Wind. So yeah, I have been meaning to finish all Earthsea and to make a video about why I love Earthsea. So I read the first of the Tales of Earthsea, which is really more of a novella in terms of length, and it's called The Finder, and I finished that one. I need to read the other 4. I think there's 5 Tales from Earthsea, and then I need to read that 5th novel, The Other Wind, and then there are some other short stories that I want to get in there as well, so that I have everything read. And I haven't forgotten Anita. If you're listening to this, I'm going to be talking with Anita about that 5th novel, The Other Wind. And so I'm way behind schedule though on this, so I'm not sure when that will happen, but I will get to it. I'm determined to now get into my Earthsea mode, which is a mode that I really enjoy because I love Ursula Le Guin's prose. I love this world. It feels like home for me every time I come back to Earthsea. And it's just so beautiful and profound. She has such insights into life, and I deeply appreciate. I always come away from an Earthsea read feeling a sense of peace and wellness, and that is something we all need, I think, these days. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing with that, and a series that doesn't necessarily give me peace and wellness, but I am profoundly moved by and challenged by and greatly enjoy is The Second Apocalypse. And I will be reading the Unholy Consult very soon. I have a couple other things, though, I want to knock out of the way first. One is I'm going to be reading, I'm very excited about this, my friends over at Talking Story. This includes John and Jacob and Amy have authored a book called Discovery. And I am so excited to read this. They recently released a video describing the book, so go and check that out over at Talking Story. There's a trailer of the book, which you can watch, I think, separately, or you can watch it as part of their sort of introduction video. And I recommend watching the whole introduction video because you get a good insight into what this book is all about. And I'm excited. I have an arc of it. I'm going to be reading it, and I anticipate that I will be enjoying it a lot based on what I've heard about other people who've already read the book. So I'm really excited to be able to support my friends over there at Talking Story And check out Discovery, which is the first in a series. So keep that in mind as well. And of course, I am continuing to read One Piece, and I'm very excited to be beginning the Dressrosa saga, which is begins with Punk Hazard, the Punk Hazard arc, and that is what I'm currently in now. So I'm very excited to be progressing in the new world here in One Piece, and I will be releasing a video probably when I finish Punk Hazard, and then I will do another video once I get to the Dressrosa arc within the Dressrosa saga. So yes, that, and I may even divide the Dressrosa saga or arc, that is, into two videos, seeing as that is a very long arc. But we'll see when I get there. But definitely at least two separate videos on the Dressrosa saga. So yes, that is happening. And I already mentioned the Unholy Consult. And oh, I forgot to mention, I will be discussing this one with Joanna when I finally do finish it. She finished it in December last year. So I need to catch up, and we need to have our final discussion on the second apocalypse. And again, Baker is brilliant, and I can't wait to see what chaos and craziness I encounter in the Unholy Consult, which is the final book in the second apocalypse as it stands. And I know that our Scott Baker did originally intend to have a third series, as it were, within the second apocalypse. And it seems that that may not be happening. I don't really have a strong sense of that, but it's been a little while since there's been word about that. So as it stands, this is the final book in the second apocalypse series, and it'll be really, I think, a good thing for me to have that series under my belt. And I can't wait to talk with Joanna. And speaking of Joanna, I'll be chatting with her soon and with A.P. Canavan over at A Critical Dragon about Trader's Knot, which I finished a little while ago. But the two of them, I know Joanna has actually finished it, and I believe that AP is working on it. And so we will be having our discussion on Book 7 of The Wars of Light and Shadow over at A Critical Dragon when AP is ready. And I can't wait for that because this is such a tremendous series. I'm pretty sure, that Wars of Light and Shadow is going to be among my very favorites in the genre, and for many reasons, but it's just so profound and vast and beautiful. And it is also like Le Guin's books, like Robin Hobb's books, like Stephen Erickson's books. These are books that elevate, that give me a sense of purpose and meaning and beauty, and that is something I love. Not that there isn't plenty of tragedy and sorrow, but you need, I think, those things to balance and make the joys feel more real. And so that is what I think Jenny Wirtz has achieved beautifully in this series so far. Yeah, and elsewhere, I will be doing all kinds of things, getting into all kinds of fun. I actually had a discussion, or was actually the moderator for a discussion for TBRCon, which is this wonderful online conference where we have all kinds of discussions about bookish topics, mostly fantasy, sci-fi related stuff. But really great time I had with a group of authors, a tremendous group of authors, discussing inciting incidents and how to write an effective inciting incident for your book. And that is very important, of course, because the inciting incident is what gets the plot rolling, right? It is the call to adventure, as you would say in Campbellian terms. So yes, it's important to have a good inciting incident in your story. And it was a very, very interesting discussion with some great insights from those authors, and I had a wonderful time moderating that discussion. So you can check it out over at TBRCon, along with a whole bunch of other bookish videos and topics that people have been, lots of great authors and booktubers and bloggers and all kinds of folks involved in TBRCon. It's big, and it's getting bigger every year, and I think it's something that is probably going to be more and more well known as time goes on. I also have some upcoming chats with some wonderful people here on BookTube, including one with Chris over at the Bearded Book Beast. And he has recently finished reading The Way of Adan, and I'm sure we'll talk about that, among other things, over on his channel. And that is going to be today, the day this video is released at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope to see some of you over there on the Bearded Book Beast. And also, I will be chatting with J.R. Carroll, or Joseph, my friend Joseph, on his channel. about all things bookish, whatever comes up. But he also recently, I think he's doing the audiobook actually of The Way of a Dan. I think Chris has as well listened to the audiobook. And yeah, the audiobook continues to get tremendous reviews. Just everybody's so enthusiastic about Alan's performance in that audiobook. Alan from the Library of Alexandria, fellow booktuber, great friend, and brilliant actor. And he's just done such a tremendous job with that audiobook. But yeah, I'll be talking with Joseph over on his channel about that and other things, I'm sure. And I'll be having a chat with Eric Goodwin from a channel called The Imaginarium. And Eric is a indie author like myself, also an academic like myself, but his background is in psychology, and he has a lot of, as you might think, somebody with an advanced degree in psychology, uh, he has a lot of insights into the formation of a character's mind and all of that sort of thing. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation over on his channel. I don't know when that will be released. It's going to be a recorded discussion, but I will certainly be shouting about it when the time comes. So yes, I'm up to all kinds of fun things here on BookTube, but it would be no fun at all without you guys. And so I want to express my gratitude and appreciation for you guys just following me along here on my bookish shenanigans. For those of you who watch these videos and like them and subscribe and all that, I always forget to say that stuff. But thank you so much. And thank you for all of you who have supported the Adan trilogy in whatever form it might be. Buying the ebooks or the paperbacks or the special edition, whatever it might be, or the audio book. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to have people read this story because that's what, for me anyway, brings it alive. That's what makes me feel like all that work over those decades was worthwhile. And so, yeah, I appreciate you very much. And I thank you. But that is it for me for now. Until next time.